Another absolutely epic tribal in the books. Hey, it's Ty Screams, and I'm about to give you a recap of what happened on season 48, episode 4 of Survivor. It was a rainy night, and Vula is feeling how hard Survivor is. Mary is off probably doing a confessional or something, and Say and Cedric want to look for an idol. So they leave Mary a little note with some twigs. Once they get back together, Say and Mary talk about how if they put their forces together, they can probably go really far in this game. We jump directly into the tribes walking into what appears to be a challenge. Jeff asks Thomas about what you need to do every day on Survivor. He answers that you need to be ready for anything, and Jeff says, yes, now drop your buffs. Lagi and Siva are clearly not happy about this tribe swap, whereas Vula is celebrating. They pick their new buffs, and it looks like Say and Cedric actually get to stay together, and so do the California girls. They all head out to meet their new tribes and find their new camps. At the new Lagi tribe, Eva and David hit it off right away and connect on jet skis. But once Star walks away from the tribe, Eva offers up all the information about her Beware advantage and says that she is somebody they can definitely vote out as she has no connection with her. On the new Siva tribe, Chrissy announces that they have some cassava for everyone. She also talks about how her and Mitch haven't talked much in the game, but they plan to stay Siva strong moving forward. Bianca is feeling very nervous about not having a vote, so she goes to Say about working with her and Cedric. To her surprise though, instead of being met with a yes, she finds a crack in the tribe that she plans to exploit. The new Vula tribe is realizing how much the OG Vula tribe was struggling. They find nothing at the camp, so they just sit to get to know each other. Camilla and Kyle realize they're on the bottom being 3 versus 2 and plan a strategy to act like they haven't been working together, which Shaheen takes the bait on. Camilla then drops a bomb about the journey saying that you had to play and it wasn't a choice. This throws a lot of suspicion onto Thomas, and the other 2 California girls ask him about it. He plays it off saying Mitch probably lied to her and that Kyle should cut her out. Cedric and Mitch then bond over how Cedric stuttered as a kid, and it brings them way closer. They are then talking with Chrissy and decide that they could all work together and push Bianca to the bottom. But here comes Say wanting to work with Bianca and talking about how Cedric has blindsided her twice. David is loving being the only guy on the Lagi tribe, and Charity sees it as an opportunity to keep him under her thumb. Unfortunately for Charity, she doesn't know that David is planting her name in everyone's head about she's gonna be the next one to go. It's time for the first immunity challenge as the new tribes, where Vula enters boasting about how they're finally going to get a win. For the challenge, they'll need to roll a giant cube to retrieve some sandbags, throw the bags through a frame, then dig up a puzzle piece to use in a final puzzle. They'll also be playing for a reward of fresh fruit. During the challenge, Vula and Siva are neck and neck, but Vula makes it to the puzzle first. All of the tribes are then working on the puzzle, and Vula yells for Jeff thinking they have it, but it's wrong. But then Lagi is able to pull ahead and take the win, leaving Siva and Vula to fight it out. But Vula can't get the final piece in, and Siva wins immunity. Jeff then addresses Vula's boasting and confidence, saying it made it fun to watch, but he'll see them at Tribal Council. Back at Vula, Camilla and Kyle now have to go on the offensive and pretend like they don't know or work with each other. They don't plan to give the OG Lagi members any information about their advantage or idol. The California girls all sit to decide who to vote for, and Thomas wants Camilla, whereas Joe and Shaheen both want to get Kyle out. Camilla and Kyle then talk, and they each want to get a different person out too, but they decide that they'll play the idol on Kyle, and then Camilla will give her extra vote to Kyle as well. Then in front of Camilla, Shaheen rifles through Kyle's back looking for an idol, and it's incredibly stressful for Camilla and me to watch. Luckily, he doesn't find anything, but they all change and get ready to head to Tribal Council. It's the first time at Tribal Council for everyone on the new Vula tribe, and Jeff starts us off by asking Shaheen what it's like to be there. They then talk about how easy the vote appears. Then both Camilla and Kyle talk about what being on the show means to them and how proud of themselves they are. It's time to vote, and it's clearly tense. Jeff asks about any advantages or idols, and Kyle plays his idol on himself. The votes are read, and it's Kyle does not count. Kyle does not count. Kyle does not count. Thomas and Thomas. That's 2, and that's enough. Thomas becomes the 4th person voted out of Survivor 48. These tribal councils just keep getting spicier and spicier. Who knew that Camilla and Kyle could go up against Operation Italy from last season? Like, that was a masterful plan, and it worked perfectly. Love to see it. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and tune in next week for another recap of Survivor.